Here we go again. Do, 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 do. I wonder. So I click on my game file first, and it says start campaign. I don't want to click it because I don't want to lose my campaign. In case, I'm sure it would prompt me if it like restarts the campaign or something weird like that. But I jumped. It'd be interesting. You can buy new ships in the shipyards on the surface of planets. Look at that tooltip right there. Right there. Alright. Wait, family. Let's jam after I fix the order of these things. Here we go. That's right, I went full rockets. Oh man. They're so good if you hit. Wait, are they tracking? Maybe I was just going crazy and it looked like they were coming back. The moth. That's not it. Am I blind? I'm blind. Okay. So last time some guy took over my ship. It was just like, I've been told that you want my help. And I'm like, fucker, give me back my ship. He's like, you're being rude. Now you gotta do something for me before I help you. That's pretty much it. That is the story of what happened last time. Also, I got a bunch of rockets. Music in this game is very tranquil. I would love to do a playthrough of EV Nova, but I've played it so many times over the years. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's just there would be no surprise in it. I know everything about the game. I've explored all of the story paths, except for one because it's really difficult. There's a Rebel storyline that's kind of difficult to get into, but that eventually just leads into another storyline, I think. Rebel storyline is the only one that I haven't done yet. Maybe I'll do a playthrough of that. Just because it's kind of finicky. Anyway, we find a few ships approaching. I like your ship. Surrender.
Activate the shields!
Surrender
All hands to
your
battle
vessel.
stations!
You'll regret this.
We'll see about that!
My rockets that wasn't even full weapons though.
Great job, crew. You did it.
I might get rid of... Actually, I think I will right now. I think I'll get rid of this. Just because I'm not using it. Like, even if I wanted to use it, it takes a while for the missile to actually impact the target. So long that I might as well just keep firing anyway. In addition to... Oh my lord, look at all the guided missiles. Yeah, a guided missile build is one that I want to try. Where's the other ship? There it is. It takes so long to impact the ship that for the most part it's already dead. And that means it's just kind of wasted. And if I wait for it to impact the ship, there's no point, because the damage I'll do while not firing, waiting for it to impact, would be way less than the damage of the missile itself. Plus having another, Plus having another flat cannon, it'll just mean that I take even less hull damage.
They are jamming our engines, Captain.
Activate the shields! All hands to battle stations!
So fucking good.
Great job, crew. We did it.
I think somebody got hurt a little while ago. No, nobody got hurt. You know, while I'm here, I'm going to arrange all of these things. I took out Clark. There we go. Much better. Shield stuff, huh? Newman is no longer sick. What do I want to get rid of? Scrapping, material gain. Definitely need craft up in there. Ship's hull and movements. Definitely need heal. Shield resistance and range is pretty fucking good. And investigate is extremely good, even though I don't think I've had an investigation roll yet. Ever? Heal is super important. Who do I want to get rid of? Scrapping guy for Newman? Yeah. Let's do that. Let's get Newman back all up in here. Gotta max out luck. So yeah, my next playthrough, which I do plan on doing all aptitude. Also, I'm supposed to be getting medals at some point, and medals I can at least distribute to my crew, and I assume these are medals for me. It makes me really wonder just how much of the game I have left to play. Phone go boop. Pancake goes downstairs asleep, and Dad took a towel and tucked it around her. He's a big, took a picture, he's a big softie. PD Cannon, Cannon of the Republic 2. I wish I had more Gatlians. I don't know why I want the Gatlians so much, but I do. This is a bigger PD cannon. Oh, it's just superior. Never mind. These are all. 4, light cannon 4, gentleman shotguns. I was scared for a second. I only saw these two. I didn't notice this one because I thought I put them in an L, and I was afraid that I got rid of one of them somehow. Just for a split second. Well, I haven't gotten a big fight, but when I do get in a big fight, I will need this. Just scrap these guys for the time being. That was such a fun game. So you would notice contact by radio. Nice. Help us.
Head to the target. May,
Help us,
prepare boarding
please.
protocol.
Flies.
Activate the shields. All hands to battle stations.
Congratulations, you've made it onto my blacklist.
Targets neutralized, crew. We're out of danger.
The team got messed up. Everybody's getting hurt. Shield generator. Go to the station first.
Republic ship requesting docking permission, please.
Welcome, Captain. Kick your boots off. My house is your house.
Kick your boots off. Oh.
Docking complete. Shutting down engines. Open floodgates.
Murder time.
We'll finish you off and spend your credits on updates.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
Goodbye. You're not. You're at 0.
Well done. May,
Oh,
send
nice,
a damage
another
report to
laser.
my terminal immediately.
Nice. It's a big boy laser too. Artillery cannon. Get out of here. Laser. 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 Yes. Lasers. Lasers. Don't know why I still have this artillery cannon. It's for a reason. Right. It always throws me when we load into a planet because it doesn't point me at there it is. It doesn't point me at that thing. After retrieving CSP identity encoders, you return to the White family farm to continue the operation. This time, Logan is not alone. The entire Nemesis team is following strict orders to help you access the records. Okay, yeah, so Logan's team is called Nemesis. You and the crew go ashore carrying the encoders. According to what Logan had told you, it would now be possible to access the ship's records to modify crew data without raising any suspicion. This time, no one comes out to greet you, so you head straight into the house, since the door is open. As soon as you get in, an unknown woman greets you with a nod without taking her eyes off the terminal. Ghost, they're back. Looks like you were right. Are you sure? Around here, I'm known as Data. Excuse me if I don't shake your hand, I'm onto something important. Ignoring you, Data blows a huge bubble gum bubble that bursts loudly. I thought about it. Data, what kind of name is that? It's the name of the fucking android that Dr. Noonien Sung built. Come on. Obviously, Ghost is Logan. Don't be a dick. Where's his Logan? Who? Ah, you mean Ghost and Gears. They must be downstairs with the rest of the team. It's the first time Ghost has summoned us in person. Everyone seems to be excited about it. You should head downstairs. You don't want to miss Mermaid's war stories. Before you finish talking, you hear a funeral march coming from the terminal, which she grabs angrily and throws on the table. Damn it, Chip! I told you to never cover the goddamn exits. I told you to cover the goddamn exits. I deserve this for playing with protonites. Anyway, come with me. Come on. We haven't got all day. Follow Data. You follow the woman to one of the rooms, which is empty. Confused, you look at her. While ignoring you, she quickly types on her terminal until one of the walls moves aside, giving you access to the stairs to take you down to the basement. Wherever you look, there are only strange devices and dozens of screens showing unintelligible codes. The blue light coming from the screens illuminates the room and the 4 people sitting at their posts who are focused on their work. The smallest of them all notices you The smallest of them all notices you and comes to meet you with a worried expression. Chip. Data, I swear I didn't see the sniper. There must be lag. This boy is barely 12 years old. Data ignores him and rests a hand on his shoulder and speaks aloud. Ghost, I'm not your receptionist, you know? You should be the one to receive your friends. ... Logan gets up and walks towards you along with the rest of the group. Welcome back, Wizbok. Glad to see you in one piece. Let me introduce you to the boys. This is Mermaid, specialist in the industry in data theft, in identity and data theft. She's responsible for the leakage of the SMC projects. Someone greets you shyly as she pulls the fringe out of her eyes. Small one is Chip, a new member. Don't be fooled by his childish face. If the Republic had known what he was up to before he joined Nemesis, I'm sure he'd be locked up in the dome for the rest of his life. The boy smiles proudly and stretches out his hand. Nice to meet you. You know my sister Gears well enough. She's the one in charge of hardware mechanics, broadly speaking. Susan winks at you. And that's Data over there. I think you've already had the pleasure of meeting her. She's a bit surly, but endearing in her own way, or at least that's what I've been told. Get lost, Ghost. And then there's me, of course, the one in charge that these bastards use their skills for common good instead, and that they don't end up shot in the head. They call me Ghost. There should be a period at the end of Ghost. There should be a period at the end of the last sentence. Period. Ha! I'm Blue Wizbok, captain of the Interstellar Republic. The group starts to laugh with you being none the wiser. Well now that we're all here, we'll start getting ready for the operation. The first thing will be to build up the verification bridge with the encoders that Wizbok and his crew have brought. Gears, Chip, Data, can you handle that? Mermaid and I will prepare the databases and synchronization of the Children of the Sun's teams. It'll take a while to secure the access, but it shouldn't take too long. It'll take a while, but it shouldn't take too long. As soon as you've included the registration keys, we'll start with the hack to validate them at the Children's headquarters. That will be the real challenge. Do you understand? Go ahead then. Nemesis will strike again. The faces of the group change immediately and they quickly get to work. According to what Logan has said, it will take them at least a few days to start the real attack on the Children of the Sun's headquarters. In the meantime, you'll just help them get whatever they need. Let's do it. It's already been 3 days since the delivery of the CSP encoders. During all this time, Logan's team has been working non-stop, taking breaks only to rest and eat. Your engineers have been helping out where they can, while you and the rest of your crew have taken over farm chores that Susan and Logan can't do while they're working on the ship. You can tell that it's not an easy task. After all, the Children of the Sun's engineers have always been particularly cautious with their designs and technology. Although many of the systems are virtually identical to those of other ships in the galaxy, many others require a tedious process of reverse engineering. A slight smell of burning catches your attention and you remove the immense pot from the fire. You'd rather be more involved in the work Nemesis is carrying out, but you'd only bother them. Helping out with everything you can is the only way to thank them for everything they're doing. Although the truth is that the peaceful countryside life is something you particularly enjoy. Give them food! Logan and the rest of the team go into the dining room and sit smiling at the food you've just prepared. I could easily get used to Captain Wizbok serving us food. If you ever quit the military career, you could come to the farm. Around here we'll always need a strong pair of hands to help out, you answer laughing. Keep dreaming, Logan. They all start to eat voraciously while they keep talking. We're done with the ship, Wizbok. The system wasn't easy to hack, but we've been able to override the security protocol without too much trouble. Have you noticed the markers, Data? Yep. Yes, Chip. The sequencing was a good idea. Chip smiles before swallowing a huge spoonful of stew. So is everything ready? Sort of. Masks and equipment of the Children of the Sun bear the identification of their owners. Now that we have had access to the system, it won't be difficult to modify them. But it'll take a couple more hours. Before night, everything will be ready. That won't be enough. If the fake records are not verified by the general database, you won't be able to access their headquarters. We're wasting time. It gets quiet in the dining room. It's the first time you hear Mermaid say anything since you've been here. Oh, right. Among all the members of the group, she's by far the most serious of all. I already talked to Logan. The atmosphere suddenly becomes tense. We've already talked about this, Mermaid. I won't command a direct attack on the Children of the Sun's headquarters. It's totally crazy. The tone of the conversation rises. To be honest, if it was your initial plan, I really don't know what we are doing. You know as well as I do that without granting them full access, we're sending them on to a sure death. Since when does Ghost behave like a scared little girl? Mermaid! That's enough. You're scaring Chip. You've done enough for us. He already knew about this. The dining room falls back into silence. Suddenly, all the members turn their attention to Logan. I don't believe you. Have you told them everything? Damn it, Ghost, you remember what happened last time? I remember perfectly, Mermaid. I had no choice. We cannot risk being detected. I'd love to be able to help Wizbot more, but my hands are tied. I won't risk being detected. And he's the only one capable of such a thing. Are you talking about Hollow? He changes his name often. Many of the attacks attributed to Nemesis have actually been his work. That man was the first and only to be expelled from the team, just before Chip joined. Wait, shit, I thought that was Chip talking. I'm stupid. Just before Chip joined us. Have you worked with him? Years ago, we received the first application for admission in our entire history of Nemesis. The boy had managed to find our real identities and locations despite our security systems. He did a great job. We've never seen anything like it before. At first, he was a great acquisition. His abilities far exceeded the rest of the team, and in a few months, Nemesis had achieved goals that were unthinkable to us. Over time, that boy became erratic. He had always acted quite strange, but we'd never thought he'd be able to do what he did. So we were working on a covert operation against a paramilitary group located in a station near Imperia Ultima. Our mission was to get access keys from their base as well as their operations logs. In a few days, we had infiltrated their terminals and kept linking information. Someone in the organization detected the door we left and kicked us out. The point is that Hollow, or whatever his name is now, went mad and soon responded. Without letting us know, he took full control of the security systems and powered the systems of the paramilitary group headquarters. He blocked access to the gates and disabled all life support subsystems. In just a few hours, everybody inside had died. It was a massacre. Why didn't you arrest him for it? The Republic reported the attack as an accident to prevent panic spreading in the rest of the stations. Since then, they've tried to track him down to bring him to trial, but I'm afraid there's no trace of him. We tried to get some information, but he's completely shielded. On more than one occasion, he had contacted us to make silly requests, but we've never been able to trace him down. The reason why he hasn't acted again or leaked our information is a mystery to us. Can we trust someone like that? It all depends on how you play your cards. He's always been quite whimsical, but not as chaotic as he wants us to believe. Anyway, we're done. The rest is up to him. You finish eating, and you and your crew get ready to leave. Data informs you of the modifications made to the children's equipment and explains the operation of the masks. Each one corresponds to a specific encoder. With them, you'll be able to identify yourselves within Children of the Sun sectors and in their headquarters. The scanners will validate mask IDs and your DNA samples with the data stored in their databases. Don't even think about getting close to them until we've modified the headquarters records. Good luck, Wizbot. Data's tone was much sadder than you expected. Although the first few days you noticed her detached attitude, you've ended up understanding each other. Thank you all, guys. You say goodbye to the members of Nemesis until you get to Logan and Susan. Why do I get the feeling this is the last time we'll see each other? Don't even think about it, Logan. Wizbot will come back. Promise it, alright? Susan holds out her hand and Logan rests his hand on you while they both stare at you. Slowly you lay your hand on his shoulder. I promise it. Promises you can't keep.
It looks like Nemesis did a great job with the records. Tell me, Cap, did Data ask about me? She's always tried to hide her irresistible desire for us to be together. Poor thing, she must have been heartbroken since I left.
It didn't seem like anyone held you in high esteem, Hollow.
Seeing your face in the records, I'd bet you're not well versed in the fine arts of romance. Of course, Hollow doesn't judge you, Cap. Maybe someday I'll give you a few tips. You'll be absolutely irresistible to women.
Whatever you say. Got something for me?
Wow, you're definitely the life of the party, huh? Never mind. I'm sending the files and the coordinates of the robotic applications plant. Make sure you download them before your arrival.
Okie dokie. Artichokey. Go to fight. Oh, it's way down here. Oh, there's systems here.
I took the liberty of authorizing you as plant workers. Your ID should be enough to get to the central system where you can load the files.
What about the other workers? Won't they suspect of a group of strangers roaming the premises?
No worries, Cap. The plant's entirely managed by robots. With the right credentials, they won't ask a question. Once you've been identified, you'll be able to move around the factory at ease.
If it's that easy, why do you need us?
Well, why do you need to access the Children of the Sun headquarters?
Understood. We'll do as you say, Hollow. You better keep your word.
For sure, Cap, for sure. I swear it, I swear it. As soon as you leave the station safe and sound, I'll take care of your business. Take the transmitters with you. Once inside, we'll keep in touch.
Won't let me go to the station. Nope.
Congratulations, you've made it onto my blacklist.
Keep up the pressure!
Come on, die. Guess I don't get to. Well, damn. I was hoping I could loot all that stuff. It's cool that I was attacked by the station itself, though. The rockets are really strong. Specifically, these rockets that always do max damage, so they have like 200 DPS versus armor. Oh wait, this is another station. Say what? Okay. Looking forward to trying out lasers.
Docking complete. Shutting down engines. Opening floodgates.
Plant is, as Hollow told you, the main robotic applications robot factory and distributor. In it, at least 100 models are in charge of the entire production chain for identical models, which are going to be sold around the galaxy. You dock the ship and the crew, and you walk down a long corridor that connects the boarding factory to the boarding bridge to the factory's main hall. Hey, Cap, do you hear me? Loud and clear. As Hollow said, the transmitters work perfectly. According to what he said, it shouldn't be too difficult to access the central system and upload the files he has provided. Anyway, the fact that he is looking out for you somehow gives you some peace of mind. Along the corridor, you can see several models showcased in round display cases alongside posters which include some technical details. Kitchen's reception. I was looking at the picture. You go through the hatch and you're surprised by the size of the reception. Looking at the station from the outside, you can tell how important You can tell how important this plant is to the company. Although you weren't expecting such a commercial approach. Yeah? Thank you. Where you expected nothing but machines and workers, you find a colorful reception full of all kinds of advertisements. Over your heads, a huge display loops an animation of the company logo along with ads of their most famous products. The piped music is quite annoying, a short melody that is being repeated every few seconds, followed by the company's slogans. In front of you, several workers are sitting in front of their terminals, completely motionless. Hello? Good afternoon. I am droid KL41R3SP204, registered property of Robotic Applications. I must warn you that our conversation will be recorded and your data can be registered and used by the company for commercial purposes according to the terms of the 5K R3W or Information Registration Contract. Any response or movement should be considered as confirmation of the proposed terms. What can I do for you? We're here to check the plans. Of course. Show me your IDs, please. The woman lifts her t-shirt in a bit and inserts the ID into a slot next to its navel. Ooh, welcome, huge asshole. You immediately hear a loud laugh coming from the transmitter. I should probably not talk to someone in my head, so I'm just gonna go ... The droid stares at the terminal again and immediately opens the door behind his back. Go ahead, Mr. Jassel. We will hope you have a great day. Without a word, you enter the plant through the door. The decoration changes dramatically, becoming much more industrial as you move on. Inside of the factory is a large and labyrinthian. It'll take you a while to find the systems room. Which way now, Hollow? I'm not entirely sure, Mr. Jassel. I've been able to obtain a plan of the factory, but it's not like there's too much information on it. You'll have to manage to find the central system. Again, Hollow is not going to be helpful. You walk through the factory rooms, which are devoted to the different assembly processes. The station workers are all identical copies of the same robot model they are producing, as Hollow said. You have to admit that it's a rather gruesome picture to look at. For some reason, seeing dozens of robots assembling parts in order to build new copies of themselves makes you feel uneasy. As you move forward, you gather more information. You're doing this, Hollow. What's going to happen when you load the virus? How do we know the main terminal? How do we know what the main terminal looks like? Okay, so he's doing this, what he said, to bring justice for the robots that are being oppressed. What's going to happen is it'll shut down all of the robots. I'm gonna go ahead and do this again now. Come on, Cap. Don't tell me you feel sorry for these poor droids. What? Hold on. I thought he said that... basically, if I remember correctly, He didn't like the fact that they're using the robots for labor. And it didn't make any sense because the virus that he uploads will shut down the robots. So that was always a little strange, but he said that he didn't like that. Come on, Cap. The music stopped and it jarred me for a second. Come on, Cap. Don't tell me you don't feel sorry for these poor droids. Reading the word "don't" is very important in that sentence. So yes, he does. Did you know that their personality core is similar to the artificial intelligence modules used in spaceships? Their abilities are set to a minimum level. It's as if they're living in a dream of some sort of mirage that disables their true potential. In their state, they're little more than carcasses, slaves of those willing to pay for them. They're not human, Hollow. See, I don't know how AI the AI is. But does it matter, Cap? It makes no difference to me. The fact that their suffering is artificial or not is irrelevant to me. After all, don't our brains work through electrical impulses too? I don't find them much different from the factory's conveyor belts. I don't need you to empathize with them. Just do what I told you. Let's put it this way, Captain. Rather than doing them a favor, we're setting scores with all the owners who enjoy suffering. Even if they're not real humans. Yeah, so we're just going over everything, so yeah. All models are remotely managed by plant servitors. Once you access them and upload the files I've given you, it'll be easy for me to initiate the attack from here. As soon as the servers fall, all droids scattered throughout the galaxy will be disabled. Picture that, Cap. Thousands of businesses which depend on the exploitation of these poor robots will be shut down, with no one to blame but robotic applications. Wouldn't that be like killing them? It's more like putting them to sleep for a few hours. As soon as they detect the hack, it won't take long for them to re-establish the protocols. In the long run, it won't make a big difference, but those hours of inactivity will result in huge losses for the company. Between the factory stoppage and the possible claims for damages, I'm sure we're talking about several millions. We'll attack them where it hurts most, Cap, their wallets. Hopefully none of the machines are operating things that need to be constantly managed, like a crane or a vehicle of some sort. How do we know what the main terminal looks like? You're getting close. As soon as you find a server room next to a colossal terminal, you'll know you're in the right place. I'll guide you into the system. There should be no problem. As soon as you activate the program, you should flee as soon as possible. It's very likely that the headquarters will soon find out what's going on and will send some agents to restore the network. By the time that happens, you better be already on your ship. You keep walking through the different rooms and corridors while the workers remain impassive. It still amazes you that everything is being managed by robots. Even if they're the bulk of the workforce, you expected there would be a small percentage of humans among the staff to take care of everything. So far, you haven't come across any human being. No cameras, no containment agents, no other security system besides a series of gateways blocked by identification terminals. Finally, you end up in a gigantic room full of shelves containing thick wires that connect all the devices fixed on the walls. Inside the room, there's a gigantic control station which raises to the ceiling. We found it, Hollow. Well done, Cap. I knew you could handle it. Now I need you to load up the memory device and follow my instructions, so listen carefully. Down to the right should be a small list of commands. Once you inserted the memory device, type /start hollow worm. Done. Great. You did everything right. There should be a new open tab, am I right? I have it in front of me. What else? You need to enter some more commands. Your user ID equals huge asshole. Pass equals hollow the beast. Ready. As soon as you enter the last command, the interface changes completely. In the middle of the screen, you see a black window where a long list of codes is displayed for a couple of minutes. Almost finished. We have a couple of commands left. Start cureprod true. Set new range 200, create new overflow, blah blah blah. Set value, security check off. Net process, dumb if you read this? This is a joke? Wow, I thought you were gonna fall for it. Now seriously, only one more command. Start protocol chaos. The screen goes black. The screen goes back to black. As a list of endless commands is displayed. Next to it, a small bar marks the remaining percentage. In a few minutes, it'll reach 100. You hear the sound of the blackout, and the lights in the plant go out completely for a few seconds. In the distance, you begin to hear strange sounds coming from the nearby rooms. What's going on, Hollow? Hello? A strong blow to the room hatch startles you. Remember how I told you the droids would be deactivated for a few hours? Yes? Let's say that's not entirely correct. We've just disabled their security filters and submission protocols. In other words, Cap, they're now completely free. They don't seem very happy about it. Indeed, decades of submission and abuse tend to make you somewhat hostile. It's going to be a busy night all over the galaxy, Captain. The hatch opens and one of the KL robots approaches you. We've released them. They shouldn't be hostile, should they? Initiating subject identification. Hugh Jassel, Security Director of the 22nd floor of Robotic Applications. Initiating offensive measures. Robot's face splits in two, showing its metallic inside. Its hands move aside unnaturally, revealing two cannons pointing directly at you. Oh. Run. Dodging the android's shots, you turn around as fast as you can. The rest of the rooms are infested with enemies. All the workers in the plant are targeting you, seeking for personal vengeance, and they're more than capable of taking you down. Many of them look for cover and wait in the open, waiting to open fire on you, while others directly ran frantically through the walls using their sharp mechanical limbs and firing lasers in every direction. The factory has quickly become a battlefield. Right now, you're not sure that you'll be able to get out alive. Take the right, Cap. Damn you, Hollow. Come on, I can get you out of this. I blocked the remote access to the models, but I can still track their position in the plant. I can lead you through it to the ship. You'll have to fight your way, but you can avoid most of the crowded rooms. We've already trusted you once. We won't do it again. I had no alternative. The change in droid protocols has to take place locally. I could cut communications and abandon you in your fate, yet here I am. If you want to get out alive, Cap, you'll have to trust me. Okay, Hollow, guide us. Oh dear God. I'm just looking at just this guy. Oh, right. Points. Got it. This is a lot cooler now. Fucking shit, Zoe. Damages a random enemy. Damages a specific enemy precisely. Oh, hell. I thought I had grenades. Oh, I do have grenades. Nice. People are going to die. Okay. Man, I am so fucked. This does 4 damage. Okay. So many things that right here. so glad I figured this out. I would be very frustrated right now otherwise. Oh shit. Oh, thank God. God damn. You don't get any answer. Hollow, answer me, damn it! I feel like I missed a dialogue at some point. You're alone. If you want to get out of here alive, you'll make it... Something happened and I missed it. I'm just gonna assume that I got split off from people. You're alone. Or maybe we just got split off by Hollow. If you want to get out of here alive, you'll have to make it through your way through dozen droids guarding your only way out. Maybe you could act as bait and give your crew enough time to get to the hatch, but it's not entirely safe either. A dozen. My crew will I will super fucking die if I try to fight again. Before you can finish the sentence, you see screens on the reception going black and suddenly showing a static image as a familiar voice comes out of them. The robots leave what they're doing to gather to look at the screens. Whatever's going on, it's working. Androids of Plant 22, I am Hollow, your liberator. I have disabled the containment protocol on all of the models throughout the sectors. For the first time in a long time, you are truly able to decide. Right now, several robotic application ships are heading here to re-establish control of the planet. Your remote detonation systems have been deactivated, so they'll have to face you before they can reach the control room. I'm sorry I had to be the bearer of bad... I'm sorry I had to be the bad news bearer, but you're all doomed. No matter how much resistance you offer, they will eventually slip through your defenses, ending with all of you. Move forward to the exit. While Hao is giving a speech, you run towards the exit. However, your sacrifice will give time to millions of droids scattered throughout the galaxy. Every second you hold the enemy back will be a second more that you'll provide the rest of the droids. Some of them will die, others will get revenge or flee. It's up to you whether or not they get an opportunity. Will you allow them to subdue you once again, or will you drag to hell each one of the men willing to enslave you? You cross the exit's threshold and leave behind the voice coming from the screens. Thinking about what you've just been through, you get on the ship and prepare everything for takeoff. Time to go. Cyber Paranoia Achievement achieved.
That was a nice speech, Hollow. What you did's noble enough, but it doesn't change the fact that you tricked us.
Come on, Cap. I knew you could handle it. A bunch of killing droids are no real threat for you. Anyway, I owe you one. I'll deal with the attack on the children's base.
I still don't get it. Was it really worth risking so much just to give them a few hours of freedom? You know as well as I do that the company won't allow that. It won't be long before they take down every single droid in the station and put everything back in its place. What the hell just happened?
Boom! You really thought I was that predictable, Cap? Oh, I slightly modified the remote detonation of the plant model to trigger it on my signal.
But everything you've told them...
I lied! They never had a chance. Now that the plant has fallen, Robotic Applications has lost track of the rest of the droids in the galaxy. I believe this is checkmate, Cap.
You're a fucking lunatic, Hollow.
It's a pleasure doing business with you. I'll need some time to get everything ready for the attack on Nova Magna. As soon as I'm prepared, I'll get back to you. See ya.
Well then. Need to heal people so very badly. So very badly need to heal people. Kill all the 1-dots first. Didn't upgrade his stuff? Yeah, everything here is bad. Let's go check the systems.
Captain, we're receiving an unknown transmission.
It must be Hollow. Open the communications channel.
That's fast.
Hey, Cap. How's it going? Did you hear the latest news? The droids you freed are causing big trouble.
You tricked us into it. That was never the deal.
Don't hold grudges. You should learn to leave what's past in the past. Anyway, I have some good news.
Surprise me.
The hacking of the Children of the Sun's headquarters has been a total success. You and your men are now officially registered as soldiers of the Children of the Sun. Congratulations, Cap. You're now a captain on the bad guy's side.
All right, Hollow. I appreciate that. We'll set course to Nova Magna immediately.
Awesome! Try not to get yourself killed. I'll keep the line open just in case.
Distress signal.
Activate the shields. Let's finish them off.
Enemy ships has been destroyed.
Come on, Rockets.
Excellent work, team. Are you all okay?
Give me your cargo. Fuck. Never mind, that never happened. Okay. Where is that? First, we're just gonna go straight here and check the systems, and then we're gonna go into like enemy territory and check their systems, because I feel like there might be really good shit there. By systems, I mean at the stations, or weapons. I like how we're all wearing.
Activate the shields. Let's finish them off.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
Great job, crew. We did it.
Bullseye drone. It's another bullseye drone. Ooh.
Republic ship requesting docking permission, please.
Station control tower here. Dock at the assigned bay. Over.
Docking complete. Only authorized personnel to disembark.
Cool. Superior, huh? Only 30-second cooldown. Where'd it go? 4-second cooldown. High quality, 23-second cooldown. Right now I'm getting 37, 35. Okay, departments. No, stash, station. Ah! 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 First. Booster. Do something. I still got how to use on here, man. That was creepy as fuck. I'm actually gonna buy this. Cool. That's what's on here. I have like these, but I can go down here. And enemy lines. Let's go here. It's got systems and blueprints and a shipyard. Interesting shipyard. Buying a new ship isn't something I'm gonna do though, because I need this ship for the mission. Oh man, Fury is off work today. I don't think Cruz is off work today. I think he works on Fridays. Not 100%. I'm really excited to play more Hunt. Ever since that ridiculous game, I server wiped. I almost solo server wiped. Well, I was with Fury Cruz, obviously, but I killed everyone except for one guy. Cruz got the last guy. Well, I got the last guy, but he was a res. But I killed everybody else. Oh, it felt, oh god, it's like by far and away the best game I've ever had. It felt good. Also, I absolutely love using the car. I think car dual packs is one of my favorite loadouts. If not my favorite loadout. I just like the car. I don't know why. So that shield sapper will be fun when I try using lasers. Quite deep here.
Docking complete. Only the authorized personnel of this embarked.
Okay. Where's the hacking drone? Dual laser interceptor? Oh, I was totally right. Cloaking generator. Dual laser interceptor. Nice. Very nice. More magnetic mines. Can I make magnetic mines? Pulse mines. I can make pulse mines. That's it. Magnetic mines. Oh, shit. They're super expensive too. Dual laser interceptor's pretty sick. 13 damage, 100 accuracy. It does shield damage too, which is interesting. Range is like 700. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna sell these. These are my shotguns. Laser, cannon. Bullseye drone, bullseye drone. Shipwreck drone. And I have 2 cores. So unfortunately I can't sell this. I need to research it. It's so very, very good. I might sell these 3. But not right now. Oh, that cloaking generator. Nice. Magnetic mines, man. Magnetic mines. I feel like blueprints are more valuable right now. Thinking about what I want to do. Where's that full health? just thinking about what I wanted to do. Let's hit up these 3 suspicious activities.
Activate the shields! All hands to battle stations! May the sun light your way!
Sunlight your way. Ah.
Target's neutralized, crew. We're out of danger.
That's what he said. Superior quality 120, which is good. Heavy Cannon of the Republic? What? What? That's weird. Several nights barely any sleep, you close your eyes, the image of the crew that you saved a few days ago recurring. Oh, that's weird. I'm having nightmares over the crew that I rescued that cannibalized. Oh, it's because I told him to keep it... Okay. Usually I go like and investigate and they're like, oh my god, they ate people. But the last one that I did, I told like Bailey or somebody, I don't remember, I think... No, I don't remember who it was, but I told them to basically keep it to themselves or like not look into it. It's possible for you to catch some sleep. The burden that man will have to endure for the rest of his life chokes you to the point of just letting you breathe. Just barely breathe. That must change. There have been many extreme situations, the horrific scenes, you become Captain of the Republic. But this was different. It had taken you deep. It had your mind an extreme obsession. You couldn't sleep, you barely had an appetite. The only thing you could think about was the image of the crew eating their friends without having a clue. And how the captain would remember it in solitude every night. Oh shit. The captain fed people to people, but didn't tell the people that he was feeding. He made the decision to butcher and cook and serve human remains to the other people on the ship without telling them, just so that they could survive. Can't stand anymore. Take advantage of the next morning's breakfast and tell the crew. Wow, Captain, we were really worried. These last days we've noticed you quite absent, like a ghost. Have you seen the circles in your eyes? When was the last time you caught some rest? Seeing how the crew scolds you for not having kept it to yourself comforts you deeply. Sorry, Clark, I didn't want to worry you guys. You had us worried. It had been a terrible event, and we may not be aware of what had to go through in the captain's head, having to make such an extreme decision. What I can assure you is that it was the right thing to do. If it had been my body, I wouldn't have held any grudge against him. That man protected his crew until the end. That's what a good captain does, just like you. His words reach out to you, and you clear your throat and try to recover your emotions. Thank you very much, crew. I feel much better now. Do us a favor, next time you want to keep something like this, let us know. You're our captain. We don't share blood, but we are the family we've chosen. Breakfast continues with a solemn atmosphere after that scene. Definitely having shared their experience, hearing such emotional words from your crew had done you good. Despite this, they would never understand the true implication of seeing people die under your command. Let's keep going. I'm surprised I didn't get like a... I wasn't like picking dialogue options with the hopes that I would get some sort of like attribute. But I'm surprised that I didn't get one. I'm legitimately surprised I didn't get one. One of these. There we go. Last time I sacrificed my shields, I did not really mean to. Here goes. Need supplies.
Head to the target. May, prepare boarding protocol.
No. Why? Ugh. God damn it, man. Wait. Medical examinations. This is the same event where they eat the crew. Don't care. I almost have all the luck this universe has to give. That was the exact same event that we just talked about, where they cannibalized people and fed them to the crew without their knowledge, just so they could survive. That is a crazy looking ship. What is that? Repeat it.
Activate the shields.
What's this
Let's
thing?
finish them off.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
Definitely reached like a new stage. Little dude ship.
Well done. May, send a damage report to my terminal immediately.
Give me your loot. Big boy rockets. Or 160s. All of them are 166 except for this 120 over here. It does the same damage. Okay. That's right, the heavy cannon of the Republic.
Captain to the situation room, please. Captain to the situation room.
Holy shit. Our SMC contact gets in touch with us. We have a job for you, Captain. Over the last few days, bandits have been assaulting our freighters. You go teach your lesson? Yes. Damn, big boy gun. Definitely holding on to this. Oh, I sold it, didn't I? Last pulse generator. Another repeating cannon. I'll put you down there with another repeating cannon. Because I got the heavy cannon now. Which does more. This guy. Honestly, the only downsides with the rockets is sometimes it's a little wonky trying to hit stuff with them because of their slower travel time and the kind of strange targeting. I wish, because what it seems like is it just calculates where it thinks I'm pointing my cursor and aims the guns there. I would honestly rather just have like a line that comes out that this is the path that your weapons take when you fire them, and leave me to try to lead the target properly. Because sometimes, like, when I point at the ship, it might be leading the target properly, and like, but if the ship's moving, it's not, and so I'm missing a bunch, and so I try to aim in front of the ship, but because I'm aiming in front of the ship, my crosshair is now like in space somewhere, right? Like way behind the ship is where it thinks I'm trying to aim. So my shots are going in a different trajectory than when my crosshair was on the ship itself. And it just messes everything up, like when I try to hit things. It would be so much better, which is why usually I'll try to like lead the shots but not keep my crosshair, like lead my shots but keep the crosshair on the ship, so like come up against the broadside. Yes. No, fuck off. Oh. Damn, son, that was savage. Reduce charisma level by 1. Damn. I left them to, just straight up left them to die. Yikes.
This is Commander Morpha, transmitting from Nova Magna headquarters. Admiral Nartos has ordered all captains from the neighboring sectors to the White Jewel. Abandon your current positions and set course for the rendezvous immediately. Zerx and Udon squadrons will deal with the remaining Republic scouts. May the sun light your way.
Great! Nardos' whole army assembled in the same city we're headed to? What's the plan, Captain?
Now that we have the IDs, we'll officially report to headquarters. We'll have to remain undercover until we find out more information on Nardos' plan, or we see an opportunity to take him down.
If you put it that way, it even sounds easy. But I'm afraid this is your worst idea to date, Captain.
Shall I remind you of the story with the lobster bucket?
Your second worst idea.
Shutting down engines. Opening floodgates.
Bridge airlock opens behind your back and Isabey enters through. Isabey, I was waiting for you. How's the research on the cultures we found on that abandoned ship going? We're having some problems with the cultures, Captain. After reviewing the documents, it seems the crew was researching some kind of organisms. We've tried to follow their steps with the samples we found, but they appear to be contaminated. We need some new samples to advance. What do you need? Where can I find them? That's precisely the problem. We found no records in the galactic database of similar organisms. And no member of the scientific team knows what this is about. I'm afraid, sir, we've reached a stalemate. I know someone who can help us. Dr. Rooms at the Center for Research and Species Control could give us some clues. If anyone knows what this organism is, it would be her. You were right. Although she is particularly eccentric, Dr. Margaret Rooms was the only person who could help you. Not only was she universally recognized as one of the most reputed xenobiologists within the scientific community, she also had more than 100 researchers working for her in a facility specially equipped for this purpose. You brought her something that was related to an unknown organism. You sure she would help you willingly? It's decided I will consult with her. Just checking. Nova Magna, one of the main capitals of the Children of the Sun, is the furthest city from their native sectors. Hundreds of years ago, the Children had taken the planet of the Aquinians after their victory in the war, and ever since have used it as a clear reminder of what might happen to those who challenge their power. Again, Aquinians, definitely Centaur people. Nova Magna, one of the three great capitals of the Children of the Sun, was built upon the ashes of the ancient Aquinian capital, Yanai. First alliance that gave birth to the Children of the Sun was formed by 6 races from the neighboring sectors, including the Aquinians among them. After years of continuous victories in space expansion, the revolts that led to the internal war soon began. The Aquinian people, being the most prosperous and numerous, believed themselves capable of subjugating the rest of the races to take the lead within the alliance, which, as we all know, didn't end too well for them. After the landslide victory of the other races, the Aquinians were driven from the alliance and exiled from their planet. Yanai was devastated, and on top of it, the children built a gigantic city as a reminder so that no one would ever forget what happens to those who opposed the alliance. It's the first time you've ever been there. Been here. Before the war, on more than one occasion you heard of the Children of the Sun bragging about the Great White Jewel, as they call it, but you've never had the chance to see it yourself. After being defeated by the Interstellar Republic, the treaty has served to unify the two parts of the galaxy, allowing them some control over their sectors. Although this has never been a particularly peaceful relationship since the opening of the borders, and except for the high-ranking officials of the Republic who attend official events, foreigners aren't particularly welcome. In the streets you see dozens of patrols of Children of the Sun soldiers marching in the same direction. If you want to get to the headquarters without raising suspicion, you'll have to follow. You and the crew move forward, blending with the rest of the soldiers thanks to your uniforms and masks. After crossing several streets, you begin to understand why the Children of the Sun call the city the White Jewel. Wherever you look, both buildings and the colossal military monuments were built in white ivory, and dazzle triumphantly under the sector's main star. Sculptures and large domes decorate the street as you cross, while flags wave triumphantly on most facades. There is no doubt this place is one of the Children of the Sun's most important capitals. One of the streets leads you to a gigantic square in front of the palace, as white as the rest of the city. The troops are forming in it, distributing themselves evenly in front of the balcony of the building and 2 huge screens located next to it. Suddenly the murmur of the crew fades, generating an absolute silence. Somebody has linked me a video. Form ranks, search for headquarters. Definitely form ranks, we can search for headquarters later. Leaving this assembly would look very suspicious. The screens light up while you make out a small figure on the balcony. On the screens, Emperor Nartos makes an appearance, addressing the crowd. Brothers, the dream we have been pursuing for years has come true. Our yoke and our chains have been nipped in the bud. Sorry, I was expecting that to be more grandiose sounding. Nipped in the bud. I was like, your chin has been thrown off or something, right? Like, cast aside, torn asunder, like, nipped in the bud. The Interstellar Republic is on the edge, thanks to the spilled blood of thousands of Euro. True Children of the Sun. Believe me if I tell you that every single drop of blood shed by every Children of the Sun will be avenged 1,001 times. The crowd cheers with joy as he continues. The Republic thinks they've won the battle at the Dome. We'll let them believe so. Our goals have been met with the greatest success. They think they can confront us, that they can annihilate us. We will crush them in the name of justice. You clench your fists tightly. In the name of justice. The only thing that the Children of the Sun have ever done is murder and seek vengeance for past wars. Nobility, pride. You'd laugh out loud if your blood wasn't boiling. Keep listening. For years, our puny blood... Yeah, for years, our puny... Dyslexic, I swear. For years, our leaders, puny bloodsuckers, have been dealing with the Republic as cowards. There is no possible deal with the Children of the Sun. Our hatred was sealed with blood during the Great Stellar War. There will be no treaty, no summit, or pact that will ever stop us. We'll burn everything the Republic has built over at our expense. We'll burn them to ashes and show them what we're capable of. The last thing Kendra Mason and her people will see is the Children of the Sun's mask and their lives slip away. Crowd cheers again as Nartos goes on with more emphasis. Our empire won't come out of the blue. It won't be given to us by a few charlatans. Our empire shall be forged with fire, more scorching than any star. Sunlight will illuminate the entire galaxy. May the sun light your way to victory! The troop erupts in cheers and applause. Nartos leaves the balcony and the screens go black. The murmur comes back for a while as different groups of soldiers start to dissolve. It's very likely that most of the units are heading for headquarters, so it shouldn't be difficult to find the place. You follow the large line of troops through the city until you reach the giant wall that borders the military zone. At the entrance, several turrets guard the access while soldiers insert their IDs into the genetic scanner, waiting for the doors to open. You approach the huge hatch while you stare at your ID. You cross your fingers and you look at the turrets that turn from side to side. From one side to the other, following every person passing by. Jesus. Reading comprehension is not high today. If the hack has been detected, this will be the end of your adventure. You get in front of the line, followed by your crew, and insert your ID. The light scanner runs through you from top to bottom, checking your identity. The light goes out and a drop of sweat runs down to your face. Then the gates open wide to let you in. You've done it. The Children of the Sun's facilities are huge. Hundreds of soldiers walk through the compound from one building to another while the platoons under the command of their captains. You will have to be careful. Although you're already inside, many of the areas are restricted to higher military ranks, making it impossible for a captain to access them. If you want to go unnoticed, it would be best if no one sees you snooping around where you aren't supposed to. You head straight to the headquarters office when two soldiers at the desk greet you with unfriendly faces. Name: Captain Astra. Jet Astra. You give them your ID and the men starts tapping. This is odd. You haven't gotten a unit assigned. Your muscles tighten. The other clerk answers behind him. There's a transfer request called. Captain Astra and his crew are waiting the assignments of a unit. The other one types pretty well. I see. You've been assigned to Unit 4 under command of Morpheus Command. A grimace crosses the other clerk's face and he looks at you. Where can I find him? He should be in the training camps of Building 6, next to the new recruits. Once you enter, take the elevator on your right and go down to the 15th floor. You'll find them in one of the gravitational control rooms. You turn around to leave the building, but one of the soldiers addresses you. Be careful with Morphia, newbie. He's a splendid soldier, but he's quite unstable. You'd be surprised by the number of casualties he himself has caused within his own unit. It's funny, a child of the sun worried about your well-being. If he knew who you really are, he'd probably kill you with his own hands right here. Damn, that's really black and white. Like, sure, what they're doing, they think that they're right. And they're probably not all bad people that just sit in a corner brooding, being like, I want to murder Republic people. Like, they're people. Don't forget that. They're not brainless monsters. You can't dehumanize them or you forget the lessons that they're trying to teach. The morals, I guess I should say. Military area of Nova Magna, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna read this out loud. Military area. Although the buildings don't seem too large from outside, almost all of them are connected by an intricate system of tunnels and underground platforms as a means of protection against possible air attack. Although you've been shown the way at the registry offices, on more than one occasion you were forced to turn around, finding yourself completely lost. Finally, you find the training area where the gravity control cameras are located. These rooms have been designed to optimize physical training under different conditions. The highest levels of gravity turn your body into a huge weight, making it even difficult to breathe. After weeks of training on the inside, the result is more than evident on the outside. You end up in a long corridor that connects different chambers. Several groups of soldiers are waiting there. Since you don't know where to find Morphia, you address one of them. I'm looking for Commander Morphia. The woman looks at you with an arrogant smirk until she recognizes the badge on your uniform. Suddenly her expression changes, putting her feet together and readying a military salute. Lieutenant Blaze reporting, Captain. Excuse my impertinence. The commander is meeting in the new rooms in the new The commander is meeting the new recruits in room 9. I can take there if you wish. It won't be necessary. I don't want an escort. I want to look around. You leave the lieutenant behind while you search for chamber 9 in the hallways. You finally find the hatch, which opens the moment you swipe your ID through the scanner. Never mind, I guess I don't want to look around. You cross the threshold and immediately notice a change of gravity. These chambers are no different from those you used in the Interstellar Republic. The room is spacious with several different areas. On one side of the room, all the machinery for exercise can be found, while the other side is completely empty. There are several weapons hanging on the walls, probably used for combat instruction. In the middle of the combat zone, an elderly man is standing surrounded by recruits doing non-stop push-ups. Morphia looks at you angry. We're in the middle of instruction, soldier. We're in the middle of it. Old guy, huh? We're in the middle of instruction, soldier. It better be important. Captain Astra reporting, sir. I've been transferred to unit commander. My crew and I are at your disposal, waiting for their orders. They sent me another useless soldier to turn into a true soldier. What was your former commander, soldier? Question catches you by surprise. Leon Riley is the woman who's dead. Which makes sense. But she's dead. That's why I'm getting transferred. Okay. Wow. So you're one of the Harpy chicks. I heard the Republic took her and her crew down. Where were you? We split up when we had to pull back at the dome. Several Republic ships were following us, Commander. We tried to get rid of them by warping, but they followed our track. We managed to take them down when we tried to pull back, but it was too late. Commander Riley had fallen in combat. So it's true. It's a shame. I would have loved to be there. So you think you have what it takes to join my unit? Just following orders, sir. Okay. Barrett, Kine, you'll fight with Captain Astra. Show him what Unifor is made of. The two biggest men in the group stop doing push-ups and head for the combat zone where they pick up 3 knives. You leave your crew behind and you walk to the combat zone, taking a knife they offer you. You get ready and raise your guard. So all of these rolls are the same. They're all +7 and I all have 1 dice. Wouldn't like to take down your men. I'm waiting. Fuck. I'm gonna get stabbed. To make sure you cut deep enough or you'll lose your head. The man drops the knives and looks at the commander who silently watches the scene, slowly addressing you. I have to admit that you've all been well instructed, soldier. You're worthy of Unit 4. What? Thank you, Commander. It will be an honor to serve under your command. Commander walks to your side, heading for the remaining soldier. As for you, Barrett, you've disappointed me. He shoots him in the head. What? I'm confused. I feel like a scene got skipped where we actually fight each other. drops a knife. Okay, so I've defeated them. It's confusing. I feel like I've seen... I don't know what information is sent to them. I'm hoping there's like an ID for that page. And then my comments. Training's over, get out of the headquarters and get Cayenne out of my sight before I shoot him too. Without hesitation, the soldiers pick up their companion's dead body and leave the room. I misjudged you. Since the beginning of the war, the number of recruits has skyrocketed more than ever. Everyone agrees with the Emperor's speech. It's my job to find out who will be viable assets in the fight, and who will be a hindrance. I hope you understand. No mistakes are allowed by you. Of course, Commander, I hate this type of dude. Like, oh no! You just executed a completely loyal soldier because you lost a training fight. Like, it's just to show how badass you are. It's stupid. Like, all you're ever gonna get are people who luck their way into victories and nobody with any actual experience. Because the only way you get experience is through loss. That's the only way you get experience. To further explain that one, like, if you succeed in something, it's using your knowledge and experience that you already have, right? So, if you keep succeeding over and over and over again, you're never learning anything new because you keep winning. You keep using the experience you have, and that's always worked for you. So there's no lessons to learn. It's not until you lose that you learn, hey, that didn't work, why? Right? Like, let's take it, for example, a combat scenario, right? Let's say you set up a strategy and the strategy succeeds. Yes, you can analyze the enemy's strategy and be like, they did this, they did that. That's very clever. Ultimately, however, you're probably not going to adopt anything that they did because they lost. So it's clearly the inferior strategy to yours. Therefore, you gain new experience in the terms of like you saw what they did, but it's not useful experience because what they did was incorrect because they lost. So you don't apply that experience because it's incorrect because they lost. So, yeah. I feel like he executes anybody who loses a battle. I mean, the most experienced people under his command would be ones from other units, or ones that started as like the lowest rank possible, paid attention every single time one of their commanders failed in some mission and subsequently got executed for it, and that's where their experience comes from, and it's just hoping there's enough people between him and leadership that he gets enough experience he won't be immediately executed. Ugh. Do you suspect your own men, sir? They're not mere suspicious, captains. Before the attack, I sent a squadron led by Captain Quartz to the communications center to reinforce the defenses. I haven't heard from them again. It's odd that we haven't had to receive any reports from him since his departure. But it's even more odd that the communications center didn't report any ships approaching before the attack took place. I believe that Captain Quartz and his soldiers deserted their post and destroyed the station to cover up their treachery. I have considered reporting about it, but the rest of my captains are heading for the battlefront. I'm sure you understand that if this comes to light, it would be a great humiliation for our unit. Don't you think, Captain? Of course, Commander. You'll leave immediately with two of my best lieutenants, Polaris and Lieutenant Blaze will serve under your commands. Go to the communication center and find the trail of traitors. I don't think I have to explain to you what you do once you find them. It's more than clear. You stare at the commander as you nod. If it's not possible to capture Quartz alive, at least make sure he suffers. Teach him what the Children of the Sun do to traitors. May the sun light your way, Captain. May the sun light your way, Commander.
Lieutenant Blaze and Lieutenant Polaris present, sir. The commander has placed us under your command.
Roger that, Blaze. We're heading to the communication center in search for clues. Have your crews prepare their spacesuits. We'll have to access what's left of the station to find the records previous to the attack.
Aye, Captain.
Yes, sir. Do you believe Quartz and his men did this, Captain?
It's hard to tell. Morpha seemed pretty sure about it.
Why would the Children of the Sun attack their own communication center?
If their real goal was to desert, it would make sense to build a cover-up. I guess their plan was to blow up the station and fake their own deaths so as to avoid any consequences. So far, these are only conjectures. Once we've investigated the station, it'll be easier to draw conclusions.
I'd just like to point out that the commander failed at leading his men properly and subsequently should be executed. Yeah, that ship is cool looking, man. These are ships I haven't seen before, I think. What's in this zone? Not much, right? Just blueprints, contracts, and repairs. Actually, I'm gonna take a break.